I like to make images that transcend the meaning of what's on the page or on the screen to represent something bigger. When I'm taking pictures, when I'm editing my work, I'm looking for those images that do a lot of heavy lifting in storytelling, but they're also beautiful and they are also, compelling. Those are iconic images, images that make people remember. In order for photography to create any change, first of all, it has to be really good, because there's a lot of visual noise out there, and your photographs have to be beautiful. But then I think the photographer as a character is really important to the story. So it's not just your photograph that you put out there, but the narrative that goes with it. Your role as a first-hand witness, as somebody in the front lines. I used to read the work of Susan Sontag, and she wrote a lot about the role of photographers in war. And she said that nobody would care about the horrors of war if it wasn't for photographers that, in the front line documenting the horror. And I think the war on biodiversity is the same. We are very close to a very uncertain and unhappy future. Nature is very resilient, but it's also fragile. And there's things that you can't recover from. It's going to take all of us doing everything we can to turn things around. Conservation is grueling. It's a constant stress of the battle. I think the key to conservation photography is that the work begins after you push the trigger. You're not just putting your images in front of people. It's a three-way street. It's a conversation between you and the subject you're photographing, and also you and the person who's looking at your work. And you're trying to interpret why this is important. Sometimes I feel like I'm alone in caring for these things, and it's important to have enough passion to show up to the battle every day and try to do it in a positive way that inspires others to want to do the same and to find their own courage to stand up for the things they believe in. I feel personally responsible for nature, and I want people to feel that personal responsibility as well.